To pick up a 4, and it'll bring up second down. Here's White. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Rolling to his left. Over the middle, complete. It's Gordon. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter, as that's a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now White. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. White's got a first down and more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
That's fielded in the end zone. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just know the punt's better.
The punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Jackson. It's run incomplete. It's John Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Here we go.
First down. Here's the run with Montgomery. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Montgomery back to the ground. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at him with the same play, the same set.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. Now that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. He spins free.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
On the toss, here's White. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. James White with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Hightower in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Jackson back into his end zone. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Jackson on 3rd and long from his end zone, and able to find John Brown. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Gone! 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 All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
Throwing is Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Bird. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Jackson on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. They give them a gain of 37.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now it's Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. John Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Oh, he missed it. No good. So this remains a 4-point game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Right back to him on first down. A beautiful spin and room to run. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard. Leopard.
On second down, Ingram. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And he missed it. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this is taken about 7 yards deep. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go.
Here's Jackson looking to throw on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
All right, here we go.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Now a handoff looking right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They stay on the ground with White. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. On 3rd down, that's White. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And Hopkins' kick is good. And we are all tied at 16 apiece. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Jackson to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle here to Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. First catch of the game for Crabtree. It's a 1st down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bird. And then he goes with a juke. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Ty Montgomery, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have broken the tie. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And incomplete on the deep ball. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. They'll look to throw. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And that's a nice gain by him on 1st down, picking up some key yardage.
This is Montgomery. And he's got some space here. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Throw left side complete. It's Andrews. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback.
The Ravens on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Set. 3-19.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Finds his target, Montgomery. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. This quarterback now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Operating from the gun. Jackson flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Michael Crabtree, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Third and goal, Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gordon. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
And we're definitely getting towards the point of the game where not getting a lot of yards is secondary to keeping the clock moving. I mean, to me, that's a double win defensively. Short gain and some more time off the clock.
Detroit! Detroit!
Out of the gun now on third down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discredited.
They got his man complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. They'll run it now out of the gun. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On play action, they'll throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 28. A beautiful fake. Oh, he sheds himself free. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down, Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Hurry up, here we go.
Jackson looking to throw on third. He's going deep for Brown. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. John Brown with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll look to throw here. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They're going to look to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Zadarius Smith, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Patriot! Detroit!
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gordon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Josh Gordon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots get a score closer. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And who's got it? I think the Ravens do, yes. And they're going to win this football game. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to 9.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Bird. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A very solid gain of 27. know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Ravens, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.